What's up, Nail Geeks? Today I have Night Owl Lacquer's Black Friday releases to share with you all today. There is a trio, a doorbuster, and a holiday LE thermal, and super excited to show you guys that one. I think there is something for everybody in this release, so let's begin. First up, we have Shimmer Always. This is described as a linear holographic with a violet to red to copper multichrome shift and violet to red to copper ultrachrome chameleon flakies. So on this first coat here, it does start off just a touch on the lighter side during application. It's got that like super holographic, almost metallic type feel during application. I didn't feel the need to go past 2 coats. I feel like it looked just fine to me. If you see any bit of my smile line on this video, just know in person it was perfectly fine to me and it was not as noticeable. Looking at the playback here, I'm not really seeing it, so I think this is a pretty true representation of what I was seeing in person while I was applying it. The holographic in this is very, very strong. I had no issues whatsoever getting those flakes to pick up out of the bottle, and they laid down flat for me during application. And the inner glow to this one is super, super strong. You're going to mostly see it in that purpley, almost pinky type state. And then on extreme angles, it just lights up with this orangey and bright gold look. I did try to capture it on my macro shots on my blog post, and just really, really intense. This is really stunning. Holo lovers need to be all over this one because there's a rainbow straight up in this bottle. Up next, we have Shine Bright. This is described as a holographic rose gold with champagne and rose gold shimmering micro flakies and rose gold metallic micro flakies. This one is definitely another one you want to see in person. I really, really enjoyed how this has an almost reflective appearance to it. It's flirting with a super foiled polish, in my opinion. Those flakes in there give this wonderful reflective look, and it is absolutely packed with a linear hollow effect to it as well. So between those two, it's just, there's a lot going on here. Formula has a medium feel and it applied super dense for me. I had no issues whatsoever. As you can see here, the polish is staying exactly where I'm putting it. Really, really nice application overall. Now, the base to me is definitely what I would consider a true rose gold. I do see a lot of rose golds out there, and they don't really look like a true rose gold, at least to me. This one I would say is, yes, that's exactly what it is. Now on warm skin tones such as myself, it is leaning just a touch more, flirting with almost being a neutral, and I'm totally fine with that because just in person, I stuck my hand outside of my light box and I was like, wow, this is really, really pretty. It's super sparkly, and like I said, that reflective appearance from those metallic flakies just really, really nice. I think this would make a great holiday polish. The third polish in the Get Glitzy trio is Sparkle More. This is described as a light icy shade packed full of holographic micro flakies, silver to white shimmer, bright silver flakes, and blue and silver shimmering micro flakies. So, you guys, Crelly alert. This definitely has the feeling of a Crelly during application. It's got that somewhat right there in the middle between a cream and a real like squishy jelly feel. So on this one, it does start off just a touch sheer. I did build it up to complete opacity at 3 coats, and it's really just really a flattering Crelly to me. Of course, I'm gonna be honest, I'm biased on white Crellys. Those are my favorite things in the nail polish world, but this one has a really cool tone underneath the whole finished look. It's like a white, I would describe it, with just a slight touch of like icy blue. I mean, it's really, really light, so just take that for what you will. The flakes in it give it a really nice reflective appearance. There is a just like metallic sparkle in the overall look, and it kind of reminds me of snow, essentially. I think this really captured a good winter polish. It does dry down just a touch on the satin side, so I'm going in here with Night Owl's Patience Not Required top coat. Just FYI, I'm using it in the entire video, and I had no texture after top coat, and it just give it that extra glossy oomph factor to really get those metallic flakies to pop. Next, we have the limited edition Crelly. This is the doorbuster polish. It will be priced as $6, and there's only 60 bottles available. This one is super fun, so make sure to get in there and grab it. This is Twinkle All The Way. This is described as a white Crelly with red and green metallic shreds and silver and gold galaxy hollow glitters. So I think on the video, at least on my monitor, it's looking almost kind of pinky to me. I don't know if there's something going on with my monitor settings, but just know in person it is definitely white. I don't understand why I'm seeing it that shade here. It could be my lighting, but like I said, just know it is white. There is a very densely scattered sparkle in their overall finish. I think that sparkle itself was being a little shy in the video. You can kind of see it when I do the full hand pose here, but it's really, really pretty. This reminds me of like peppermint bark or something, like just super, super cute. I adore this Crelly. Now, I did give it a good shake before application. I had no problems picking up those red and green flakes. I will say I did have just one tiny little incident of one of the flakes kind of landing just a little at an angle on my nail, and that was it. So everything laid down pretty smooth for me except that one little instance, but I figured for the sake of being honest, I'd mention it. I just kind of took the brush and I poked it back down and it was good to go. After top coating, I had no texture, everything was perfectly fine, and like I said, that sparkle was really, really pretty. If you see it in person, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just, I really like a white Crelly with sparkles and some type of colorful element to it. So this definitely gets my vote, and like I said, be sure to grab it because it is limited to only 60 bottles. Now we have a limited edition holiday thermal. This is very limited. It's only going to have 80 bottles available during the release. So it is inspired by the Grinch, which my son is absolutely obsessed with right now. So it was very appropriate that I wore it when we went to go see it. I actually got my swatch package the day we got to go see it, and I was like, well, I'm going to break tradition and wear this because it's awesome. This is I'm Feeling, and it's described as a red to green thermal with bright silver flakes, blue, green, gold, ultra chrome chameleon flakes, and red, gold, aurora shimmer. So I feel like here you can kind of see that shimmer. In person it's a lot stronger. I feel like on my macro shots you'll see it a little bit better. It's super, super pretty. It gives this really warm depth to the overall finish. The thermal properties overall are very, very reactive. As you're seeing here, I was hoping to be super nifty and you guys would see it on the transition, but it started just changing immediately after that first coat. It's very dense during application. I had no problems picking up those flakes. Everything laid down nice and flat for me. And after using Patience Not Required top coat, I had no texture whatsoever, and just a super, super fun. Now I will say the cold state is the red that you're seeing here, and it's like an almost brick type of red. Super, super dark, super, super pretty, and it really complements that Grinch green. I just think this one is just so cute. It's awesome. And finally, I have the cream of the month for December. This will be priced at $7. This is not limited or anything like that. It's going to be here, so you can definitely pick it up without being rushed. This is described as a berry toned cream, and its name is appropriately Berry Mary. I feel like my swatch photos for this one were kind of coming off a little too pinky, to be honest. Watching the video here for the playback, it looks a little more color accurate to me. I do want to point out that this is just a touch darker in person. Formula has that wonderful, smooth, hot knife through cold butter feel that we've all come to recognize Night Owl Lacquer for on her creams. This is pretty much a one coater if you go in a little heavy handed. I prefer on Lindsay's creams to go in with 2 medium coats, and it just gives you that real nice, almost squishy gel mani kind of look overall. And her top coat absolutely gives you that ultra shine. So I really, really like this color. I think it's another really great holiday color. I think this whole collection just really embodied Christmas essentially. So I think there's something for everybody in here. During the Black Friday release, there will be discounted prototypes and overpour mystery grab bags and several small batch polishes. There are estimated to be about 30 bottles of each available during this sale. The release goes live on November 23rd at 7 a.m. MST. So please note that is 7 a.m. this time. I know she usually does PMs for her releases, but this one is in the morning. And the sale will run through Monday, November 26th at midnight. There will be 3 different discount codes, and details will be posted on Night Owl Lacquer's social media as well as the Facebook fan group. I will link you guys to the shop below if you want to get those claws ready, as well as my blog post if you'd like to see a essentially reread and breakdown of the sale and the limitations to what's going to be available on Friday. And as always, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.